Hey, what's up guys? Ravenclaw here and welcome back to the Ravenclaw channel. Today we are talking about Classic WoW. For those that didn't get to go to BlizzCon or didn't have the virtual ticket, I thought I'd make a quick video just outlining the Q&A and what are they planning for Classic WoW. Also, I wanted to let you hunters know what pets you can expect to find in Classic WoW. So, let's get into it. Okay guys, so Classic WoW has been said to be released next year, so 2019 mid-year, around summer for you Americans and about winter for us Aussies, which I think is great because now we have finally something to shoot for. What I want to talk about is what the highlights were in the Q&A with the devs at BlizzCon. Now, the first thing they said was there are no current plans to go any further than patch 1.12, which is the end of vanilla, which I think is great because if you start going, I think if we turn into Burning Crusade and then we're going to end up people wanting to go into Wrath and then it's just going to be another version of WoW again, you know? I think that's good, although when you get to end game, you're going to have people that are fully maxed out and stuff like that. I don't know how that's going to work, but I still think with vanilla in itself, it takes you a long time to get anywhere. So I think it'll be alright. Okay, there will be no phasing or cross realms sharding or anything like that in Classic. So essentially, you're going to have to find a server to play on with your friends and stick with it. This, I think, is going to be an interesting turn of events, I guess. So you're going to have servers that are just going to be popular and just max out all the time, and the other servers are not going to really get much love. Will that be a massive problem? I'm not sure. I know that there will be some form of like population distribution across the servers to take the strain off those popular servers, but I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. Okay, so the whole reason WoW, Classic WoW was developed was because of the constant requests from us the players, which is great, you know, like finally after so long of people asking to get the original game back, they finally decided to do something. This, I think, how long has it been now? This has been in development for what, 2 years, I believe, 2 or so years, and geez, the wait is almost over. They also went on to mention, which I thought was a bit interesting, is there are no members of Nostralis working on Classic WoW at all. I thought they had told them to shut down the servers, and I thought they integrated some of the team to work on that, which was very interesting when I heard about that, but there you go. I guess they didn't make the cut. So people that have been playing Classic WoW demo, they said that what you see in the demo at the moment isn't going to be the final result. So people shouldn't take what they've seen already as that's what to expect. So a lot of the lighting, the shadowing, I guess some of the textures, however, the models and all that, they will be staying the same, which is the old school way we all remember it, which I think, you know, that's fine. I wasn't playing the game back then for the detail, you know, I was playing the game for the experience. You know, my friends were all playing, we're all having a good time. That's what I took away from it. So yeah, looking forward to that. Okay, so they also mentioned that the dev team that was working on Classic were able to recreate an authentic version of 1.12. So everything you basically remembered back then will still be in the game now. The only big things that have changed is like the engine, some of the detailing, the interface. You can still use the classic interface, like the old school vanilla interface, but they're trying to integrate what they've got now, which is fine. Like those are sort of minor aesthetic things for me, but still improvements. They go on to say there are also no plans. This is interesting. There are no plans on balancing Classic WoW classes. This is going to be, well, this in itself is going to be huge, because I remember back in the day, if you were a good rogue or like a mage, you were able to just go to town in BGs and just one-shot anything. So let's see who what the most popular class is going to end up. As you guys know, I'll still be rocking the Hunter. The Hunter, if you'd played it right, was still a great class back in the day, but I still see those rogues coming out of nowhere and just blowing my face off, which is, it is what it is. We'll see how it goes. Now, we spoke about cross-realming and things like that. That won't be an option, but they are looking to sort of bring in small features for characters in the sense of realm transfers from the shop and little things like that. Nothing too major, nothing that's really going to sort of, you know, make the game crazy so you can't buy like a WoW token and just get 1,000,000 gold on your classic service. So basically anything in the modern day WoW, what's brought into the modern day, will only be able to be used on like Battle for Azeroth and things like that. And on that note too, so you won't be able to transfer like a level 60 character from the modern day WoW into Classic or vice versa. And furthermore, you can't transmog anything you get from Classic WoW into the modern day and backwards and forwards, which is fine. Like, you would have naturally assumed that anyway. They also spoke about adding players from the opposing faction into your BattleNet by right-clicking the portrait and stuff. But the big thing is I think they will then bring back more of the community base. So trying to keep it as authentic as it was back then without like incorporating too much of the modern day features, which, you know, all that to me, it doesn't really matter because, you know, I still have all my friends that I played back in vanilla still on my like my friends list and stuff. So it won't really bother me too much, and I'm sure you guys won't really be too fussed either. And the last thing is that 40-man raiding is going to be left alone. So everything you remember in those gigantic raids are just going to be the way it was, which is great. I actually thought they were going to integrate some different things as they had in Modern WoW, but I'm glad they're just leaving it alone and we can go back to the way things were. Alright, so ending off the video, I just wanted to show you hunters what classes and families for pets you can expect when you go into Classic WoW. For those of you that didn't play vanilla, hunter pets are not like they are today. They were way more involved. You had to feed them to keep them happy, to keep the loyalty there. They came with different, so if you went and caught let's say a boar in one area and then you went and caught another one in another area, they will probably come with different skills. The talent trees are different, and we'll get into that in another video. Essentially, what I wanted to show you today was just what families will be available for you in Classic WoW. So let's have a look at them. The first one being your bats. Now, all of these families that I mentioned now are still in the game today, and we will go over that in an On the Hunt later on. So we've got bats. We'll have your standard bears, your boars, your carrion birds will still be there, your cats, crabs, you've got your crocolisks, your crocodiles, your gorillas are still in the game, hyena, your owls, we have still got your raptors, the old school version of the raptors, your scorpions, your serpents, certain type of serpents are still still hanging around there, your spiders, your tall striders, the long emu looking bird things, the turtle, you got your wind serpents and your wolves. Now, a lot of those, pretty much every single one I've just mentioned is still in today's game, and the original models are still in today's game. We will go and talk about where they've caught, what skills will come with what level and everything like that in another video, but I just wanted to touch base and let you know what you'll be able to get in the vanilla experience. Alright guys, that does it for today's episode. Now, if you want more of Classic WoW information, if you want me to do more, get you up to speed on what was the best talents and stuff for hunters and other classes, let me know down below. If you enjoy this type of video, make sure you leave a like, and as always, you amazing people out there, you keep on sniping, and I will see you all in the next video.
Yeah, this ain't no sugar-coated love.